And welcome to the second edition of the Man Corner. My name is Kyle Luters, and I am your host tonight. I have two experts with me tonight. I have Don, the cowboy, and I have Mr. Michael Faget over here. All right, fellas, we got a lot to talk about. It's been a while since our first show. We apologize for that. Finals, Christmas break, and a lot of teenage drama has gotten in our way, but we are back now, live from Cameron University. And I guess, gentlemen, the first topic that we need to talk about tonight would be the Super Bowl between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. Don, I'm going to start with you. First question, what's up with the cowboy get-up this evening?
Isn't a cowboy get-up.
Okay, can we continue on to the Super Bowl?
Yes, we will continue on to the Super Bowl. Do I look like a cowboy? Do I look like I like to ride horses and milk cows? No, I don't. But anyway, on to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was one of the greatest games I've ever seen. One of the greatest games ever played on a field of grass. All right, we had Eli Manning, the Forrest Gump of football, engineering the greatest comeback in NFL history against the evil empire of the New England Patriots. Although, I don't know if I consider Tom Brady a loser, because after all, he does have 3 rings and Gisele Bundchen.
Michael?
It was a win of the retarded quarterback, Eli Manning. A good quarterback who never can look you straight in the eye and will throw the ball out of adverse situations. It was a sad day in New England. Randy Moss never got his ring. Bill Belichick is about to be indicted for cheating. And Tom Brady won like a sissy and will not play in the Pro Bowl this weekend because he lost. The Giants are Super Bowl champions and life goes on.
Although I do hear that Bill Belichick is going to have an opening with the NSA.
Yes.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. All right, gentlemen. We got our next topic up here, and I know, Michael, this one hits, kind of close to home. You being Michael's our basketball fan here on the show. Shaq traded to the Phoenix Suns. Your thoughts?
I will never, ever understand the complexity of basketball. This trade is like NBA Live. If you ever play the game NBA Live during the season mode, you'll make some obscure trade that you will think never happened in this lifetime. Seeing Shaq go to the Phoenix Suns is worse than having Hillary Clinton in our White House.
Which we will get to later.
Yes, we will get to that later.
Yes, we will get to that later. Now, Don, you don't follow basketball that much, so
I do follow basketball, not as closely because it's an 82-game season. There's really no point in watching until you get to the playoffs, and the playoffs really don't get interesting until the second round because everybody and their grandma's dog gets in. So it's But I remember Shaq when he was breaking backboards. He was the Shaq daddy. He had his own freaking video game on the Sega Genesis system.
Yes.
But the problem is that he's going to the Phoenix Suns, a team that snorts crack before every game so they can make it up and down the court as quick as they do. And Shaq is like having an M1 Abrams tank with a bunch of F-16s. It'll be interesting to watch to see if he even makes it to half court before they're already back down that side. So I think on offense they'll be good because they'll be 5-on-5, but on defense they'll be 4-on-5.
So you're saying a competitor, a disadvantage for the Suns on the defensive side of the ball. Well, I guess we would generally have to say that Shaq is beyond his prime. The man is 35 years old, and with all of that. Well, that's the first 2 segments of our show. We're going to ask a psych major. We know everybody enjoys asking our psych major, Miranda Bice, any kind of little help and snippets that you may need help with. We'll be right back after her segment.
Hey, I just want to thank you for letting me come on and ask my question. Thank you for letting me ask a psych major. And the reason why I want to ask is because I think this is psychological. And I guess this very personal to me. Okay, how old is too old to wet the bed?
That's an excellent question, but I'm just going to be honest, I don't know. But I do know that when you don't know, you should ask someone who does. So I'm going to refer to my favorite philosopher, Joseph Dirte, and he says, life's a garden, dig it.
And we we are back here at the Man Corner. My name is Kyle Luders. I'm joined with my panel of experts, Mr. Don and Mr. Michael Faget. All right, guys, we just talked sports a little bit. We talked Super Bowl. We talked the Phoenix Suns getting Shaquille O'Neal. Let's shift gears. Let's go into politics now. Super Tuesday was this past week, and all the major candidates were trying to win primaries and caucuses across the country to gather delegates for their respective parties' nominations. And Don, let's start with you first. What did you take out of Super Tuesday? What do you think is going to happen come convention time in late August, early September?
Late August, early September. Well, I think come convention time, actually before August and September, the Republicans are going to have McCain. I mean, McCain was beating him like a redheaded stepchild. I mean, he was like getting some of that. I guess he had some pent-up aggression from being in the Hanoi Hilton. I know I would if I was like tortured by the Vietnamese. I'd want to beat the shit out of anybody that tried to challenge my quest for world domination. And God bless him. I mean, man, he looks like he's got an extra chin. I mean, you know, and he's got my vote. Man, I'm scared. Now, the Hillary Obama thing, there's more mudslinging going on in that than a Girls Gone Wild Party Island convention, you know, at the sport
very true.
Whatever. Yeah, Hillary, it doesn't matter because they're both going to get slaughtered. Because Hillary, well, she's kind of like a ruthless android bull dyke robot. And Obama, God bless him, he's, you know, channeling his inner John F. Kennedy, but he still doesn't really have a whole lot to say other than, you know, I want to make a better future for tomorrow. Doesn't really exactly tell us how he's going to do that. So he's basically running on the vote for me, I'm black ticket.
All right, Michael, let's just go over to you. Your take on things. I mean, I know you're more of the political, you know, into the debate and everything like that. What was your take on?
It's a guarantee that McCain will be the Republican ticket, which means I'm not voting Republican for this year. The Democrat Party is an interesting part because we know history will be written. Regardless, we're either going to have a woman running for president on a serious ticket for the Democrats or a African American. Now, it's pretty much shot and blown because all of them have policies we don't like. Nobody's solving for the economy. Nobody's trying to bring the troops home. So at this point, it's whoever is providing the most benefits to all people. So we should just look at it that way. And I think at this point, unless somebody comes with some logical, sensible policies and legislation that allows us to be Americans and enjoy our freedoms.
Well, Huckabee is the dark horse, though, because he does have
Huckabee is
Chuck
the dark
Norris.
horse. Huckabee's philosophy is based on
Yes.
the vertical politics and not the horizontal. He's trying to progress our country. He is the dark horse, yes, he is.
Yes.
And we here on the Man Corner would like to salute Mike Huckabee for garnering the support of Mr. Chuck Norris.
So Mike Huckabee,
We salute you.
salute you.
And on to our last segment here. Don, it is time for the favorite part of our show here, the Hollywood Hottie, Now a Naughty. Who do you have for this week, Don?
Well, good citizens of America, my hottie, who is now a naughty, is really a sad, sad story. One Miss Sean Young, who made her debut as the stunning android in 1982's Blade Runner, went on to be in a very bizarre David Lynch interpretation of Doom, and even appeared full frontal nudity in Boost in 1989, is now no longer, shall we say, attractive. Last time we saw Miss Young, and see, she went off the rails after the first Batman movie, when she attempted to garner the role of Catwoman while making her own Catwoman suit while pregnant. Just not very good. Then she started drinking, and she was at the Directors Guild Association Awards this last month, and she started heckling some poor little Polish man who's, you know, tried to bring home the troops from Iraq or something in a documentary, and now she's in, you know, the Pasadena Rehabilitation Center. So she's Dr. Drew's problem. God bless her. Hopefully she'll make it back on the reality TV show circuit like we know they all do.
And that is Brother Don with his Hottie Now a Naughty. Sean Young, you are now a naughty. And that will wrap us up here for the Man Corner this week. I am Kyle Luders alongside Don, Michael Faget. We'll see you next week.